Yeah, I think the interesting for me was literally the change management and the adoption of people, managing people behavior around PDS. If you listen to the success stories of that day, everything was driven around people and their adoption of the technology, the solutions, and achieving the results that the PDS as an assistant or a tool actually achieved. I think everybody's always said that South Africa is leading the pack from a deployment perspective, from the duration and the time that we've been deploying PDS. And I think that was reiterated again during the conference. A lot of work is happening on the Australian space, but if you compare to South Africa, I honestly believe that South African industry is definitely ahead in terms of deployments, some of the lessons we've learned, some of the implementations. So I honestly believe that we are actually still setting the trend globally. I think, as you said, technology is supposed to be an enabler for the operators. As we've seen both in South Africa and some lessons learned, that PDS is a tool to enable the operator to actually identify potential risk, give him the necessary information so he could act responsibly in terms of mitigating those risks. And human behavior as a score is significantly important to implementing that success and that drive towards zero harm. Because we've also seen that the technology is limited in some of the functionality, where you do need the peripheral view and the peripheral experience from operators to be able to actually adopt and apply a specific action at that point in time to prevent potential incidents. Yeah, I think the legislation from 2022 was got a bit surprise from the industry perspective, but it's definitely, we've seen an uptake on our side. There's been massive amount of engagement with our existing customers, where the guys are actually sensibly approaching this and how do we implement the level 9 compliance, how do we roll it out, how do we manage change around people to actually implement this. So from a business perspective, we're looking forward to an exceptionally good 2023, but also understanding with it is coming a massive amount of pressure to actually support the industry and our existing customers. I think if you look at globally what's happening and the work that's happening from IMERS and ICMM, a massive development drive towards developing technology. Technology is developing exponentially, so I honestly believe that PDS will continue to improve and grow, but I also personally, my view is that it will be form part of automation and autonomous mining going into the future. But technology is continuing or developing all of the time, so I only think it can get better from here.